Welcome back to our channel. We have been bringing you founders, co-founders, CEOs, CMOs, CFOs. We've brought you the most influential people in the space. People are bringing changes, people are pushing the market forward, and that's what we're going to keep doing. This is Bitcoin at its best. Paris Blockchain Week 2025, and now I am sitting with Alex from Chiliz. We did a quick interview with him yesterday. You probably saw the short, and then I said, yeah, I made a mistake. You are so interesting, I need to sit down and have a conversation with you. Because people need to know exactly what's going on in that head of yours. I think we're scared. We should be scared of what's going on in the head of yours.
Yeah, well, that's why I have no hair.
Pretty much. In a busy street, nothing grows. That's it. Use balls. Let's dive in and find out what's exactly going on with Chiliz and get the latest news when it comes to the crypto market. Introduce yourself, my friend.
Well, I'm the intern. I'm the CEO intern of Chiliz, obviously, after all the definition that you said before. So it does make sense. No, so I'm the founder of Chiliz. Was created 7 years ago. We are 250 people in the company, more than 250. And personally, I'm French, but I've been an internet entrepreneur, whatever that means, for the last 27 years. So different bubble, different cycles since 1996. And yeah, now been 7-8 years in the crypto/sports space and focusing on tokenizing and monetizing fan engagement all over the world through blockchain.
Now let's start very easy. Long trajectory. How has it been going up to now?
Like this?
Okay.
No, I mean, we keep building. The reality is I'm a builder myself. I don't trade, I don't like sports, even though I work in sports space, I don't like sports. Even though I work in crypto, I don't own crypto, except Chiliz. And why? Because as an entrepreneur and a builder, my job is to invest, develop, focus on what we've created. And what we created is an ecosystem where sports property like football clubs, Arsenal, Manchester City, Barcelona, PSG, Inter Milan, AC Milan, whatever. All of these teams, we are providing them, we invented the concept of fan tokens, and we are providing them the service to launch, to manage, and eventually to grow that. As a trajectory, I will not know how to say, because it goes up in a way that we're still here. Now there is many other KPI that you can look at where it's not always up. It's price-wise, it's pretty much down right now, but it doesn't necessarily reflect the work or the efforts that we're actually putting behind.
Now, as you kept growing, you said you're moving forward. How have you innovated to remain relevant?
Relevancy is the biggest issue in the crypto space. Every second day there is a new thing that is hotter, that the grass is greener, etc. As an entrepreneur, it's very frustrating because you could argue, and I don't want to talk about price, I can't, but let's say you have crypto assets like Paris Saint-Germain token that worth less than a meme coin. And there is an argument that, wait, this one has 200 million fans, this one has 100,000 or let's say a million users, whatever. Exactly. One should worth more than the others, and it doesn't. And even for a company like us or an ecosystem, when you start 7 years ago, you're hot. 7 years later, how do you stay hot? I don't have the answer to that. Actually, I don't know the answer to that. What I know is that if you keep focusing, you don't lose your main vision. You don't distract yourself by going by the trends that are coming and go, like Friendster. What was the name? The token stuff where there was this keys, something a few years ago or 2 years ago. Or there is always a new trend. What we managed to kind of avoid is we have been doing the exact same thing, in a way, for the last 7 years. Now, does it keep us relevant? No, but it keeps us consistent. And for us it is, and time will tell. But we believe that it's the right thing to do.
Okay, now sports, the way sports are being played has changed. The way people are betting on sports is being changed. The way people engage with sports is changing. Are you planning to change with it? Are you saying, hey, everything about sports is becoming something completely different?
So we are part of it, I will say already. Sometimes people ask me what made Chiliz what it is today, what made fans tokens, what made the clubs. I mean, we work with 80 of the biggest football brands in the world. Why these clubs signed us? There is one answer: COVID. In 2020 and 2021, when suddenly there was nobody anymore in the stadium, clubs started to say, wait a second, I used to have in Paris, I used to have 48,000 people in my stadium, now I have 0 people. How do I monetize my fan base? Well, you know what? You have actually 99% of your fans that are not in your stadium anyway. Yeah. So what should you create that can be scalable, global, and that can help monetize? And so in our case, we really pushed that narrative that we want and we need to shift from a passive fan to an active fan. Till now, you follow on Twitter, you watch the match, great. But what can you create that gives me a voice, that gives me a link to the brand, to the community that I like? And that's why we created fan tokens. So we think that digital assets, not just us, digital assets in general, are relevant for what's coming next in the next 10, 15 years in sports, for also a very simple reason. There are less and less people watching sports on TV. There are more and more watching highlights, more digitally. You cannot have more than 50,000 people in a stadium, so you need to find new opportunity to grow. And digital is the only way you can grow. Now, what are the digital products? I don't know, but fan tokens and what we do is one of them.
Now, if you keep merging, you keep moving forward, how are fan tokens going to shift? For example, yesterday we had a panel, institutional adoption. Yes. Regulated banks taking over and accepting digital assets as a core of their business. Would Chiliz integrate seamlessly with these institutional adoptions?
Yes, definitely. I think my dream as an entrepreneur is to make fan tokens, sports in general, an asset class. So it's an asset class where you tokenized the community. I hate to compare meme coins because I have a love-hate relationship, but yet,
we all do.
But yet, a meme coin is a tokenized community of a new native crypto brand. Fan tokens are a tokenized community of a legacy brands that exist 50 years, 100 years ago. So what we need to figure out is how to balance this and how to create a proper asset class, how to create at some point, just to go wild, ETFs that are Champions League based on the season, and then you have a pack or a basket of all the teams that are playing in the Champions League final or whatever. There is a lot of things that can be created. We are 5 years away of this happening, but institutional investment or at least support will come at some point in fan tokens as well.
Okay, now do you see Chiliz achieving a balance in the market where the fan tokens can correspond with alt tokens and also be as relevant as Bitcoin?
Alors, as relevant as Bitcoin, definitely not. I mean, Chiliz is, at least that's how I see it, it's an altcoin, it's a layer one, we are in the top 100 sometimes not. Now there is a lot of new coins, so we actually are out, but time will tell. In terms of fan tokens, they have a smaller market cap, it's $20, $50 million more or less FDV for the time being. Used to be more, we had 100 plus at some point. So I mean, it's never going to be a prime asset, and it should not, that's not the point. Having said so, I have a 7-year-old kid. My kid will never spend money on Tesla, will never spend money on stocks, will never spend money on Exxon or whatever traditional stocks. Okay. He's spending all my money in Roblox, buying digital assets, etc. By the time, in 10 years, by the time he can spend his own money, I hope, in something else.
Roblox and Minecraft.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, that's what I work for. That's why
I work for Roblox.
Exactly. We all work for Roblox today. Yeah. And so this generation, to be too early, but this generation, they will invest money only in digital assets that they understand that they will grow with. And what are the best digital assets in the world? There will be native crypto ones, fine, and there will be sports/community as well. And that's my bet in the next 10, 15 years.
Okay. Now, innovation is key. Yep. What can we expect from you? What will you be bringing to the market in the next 3 months that we should be excited about? You should be excited about everything, but I don't think we are chasing innovation, we are chasing stability, we are chasing consistency. Territories, we've made a joint venture in Japan with one of the biggest financial conglomerate called SBI. We are doing a massive kind of joint venture with Never Pay in Korea, which is more or less Google Pay / Yahoo / everything in Korea. They have 32 million active users per day. And so there are territories where we are very heavily involved. US is definitely the one we are looking at again. Yeah. People don't remember that, but in 21-22,
We signed 27 NBA teams, 13 NFL teams, the whole MLS, and few other stuff. We had 88 teams in the US where we had contracts that when the regulation will be clear, we will launch tokens. We had to exit these contracts in 22, 23 after FTX because everything went soft in the US. So we were positioned to launch massive opportunities and tokens of NBA teams there. Didn't happen. Now the regulatory framework is obviously more friendly.
Not only that, they just appointed a new person. And how is this going to affect you with the new government being so crypto friendly?
No, that's my point. It's when you say they appointed a new person, you mean a new president?
No. They just appointed a new SEC head.
Ah, yes.
Exactly.
No, but clearly the trend is ultra. The market sucks, but the trend is positive. And for people like me, that's thrilling because this is the right time for us to reinvest in the US. I'm not going to tell you made in America, etc. That's not the point. But the point is there is the World Cup, there is the FIFA World Cup next year in the US as well. So for us, it's an opportunity at some point to re-engage with our international football club, Barcelona, PSG, whatever, with the US market, which is big, and also the local sports property, whatever is the sports, as well in the space.
Exciting news. The next 3 months is going to be mind-boggling. We're going to keep changing, we're going to keep innovating, and as he put it, Chiliz will keep growing. Thank you very much for watching this. You know what to do. Share, like, and I appreciate you.
Thanks again for everything.
Time to sitting
and
down
thanks
with
for
us.
challenging me again after yesterday. I like that.
I am a grown-ass man, and I know if I make a mistake, I will own up to it, and your interview had to be done sitting down. We will see you all soon.